Hello, my loves. I wanted to do a video tutorial to help you review everything we have done in Avid class this week about prioritizing your assignments and calculating your grades. All of your sixth grade teachers would love for you to be on honor roll or high honor roll. We talked about this week. You can get on honor roll if you have an 80 or higher in all of your graded classes and a pass in your other ones for the quarter. For high honor roll, it's an 85 or higher. All of you can do this. Let's see how figuring out your grade percentages can help. We got this question several times today. Why are we doing math, fourth grade math, in Avid class? Well, figuring out your grade percentages and how to prioritize your assignments and revisions can help you in all of your classes for the rest of your academic career. The purpose of Avid class is to help you build study skills, organization, research, college and career readiness so that you can be a better student now and in the future. Deciding where to start. Well, start at the very beginning. Open up eSchool and look at your student portal. You would examine your current grades for your 5 core classes: Avid, ELA, Math, Science, and Social Studies. You would look at your overall grades for that class and prioritize the lowest ones first. 64 and below is failing, so that would be your priority. In that red, 65 to 69 is your next priority. 70 to 79 is a great idea to catch up and revise. 80 to 89 is doing much better, and 90 to 100 is cruising for that high honor roll. Let's go. Now, if you were this student, again, not based on any real student, these are just numbers, and you had a 72 in Avid, a 69 in ELA, a 55 in Math, a 91 in Science, a 75 in Social Studies, where would you start? Well, Math, because a 55 is failing, so that would be your first priority. Then we would go for the next lowest, which would be a 69 in ELA, followed by that 72 in Avid, a 75 in Social Studies, and then a 91 in Science. Well done. So when you do this independently, this is what your chart would look like. That right-hand column shows the priority. Again, number 1 is Math because that is the lowest. ELA is second with the next lowest, followed by the next lowest, and then the top 2. That would be your priority order. When you think about doing grade percentages, you should be using a calculator. Whether you have a physical calculator in your hands or you can use the internet to help you do this math. You divide however many points you earn. And again, teachers don't give grades, you earn them. So for example, in that white box, if you got a 3 out of 7, then you would put that into a calculator. 3 divided by 7, which would give you 0.429. We times it by 100 to get a percent, 42.9%. That's an F. That's an assignment to revise. And remember, when you revise, you don't have to fix the things you got right. This person already got 3 things right. They just got to fix 4. If you look at this chart like we did in school this week, this person earned a 10 out of 15 on an assignment. I can't really do that one in my head as so fast, but in a calculator, it's 0.6666666. It keeps going. We can just stop at the 3 decimal points there. We round it up to a 67. I would revise it. An 8 divided by 9. So if you are on a computer, you open a new tab, you're going to put in 8 divided by 9, and you get a 0.888. That's an 88. That's worth revising. If there's time, it's certainly passing, so maybe they might have other ones to work on. A 9 out of 15, again, you would put that into a calculator. That is the whole point. That ends up being a 0.6 and then times 100 is a 60. Absolutely revise that because it's not passing. A 7 out of 13, if we put that into a calculator, you would get 54. I would revise that. Okay. Again, here's the chart we did together in class. If you were determining which one of these to work on first, where would you start? Well, definitely that 0. because it's a 0. You didn't earn any points there. That's a great place to start. Then you would go to that assignment where you received a 7 out of 12, a 58. You could do better than that. We know it. Ooh, the 3 out of 5 and the 6 out of 10 are both a 60%. I would start with that 6 out of 10 because 10 points is more important than 5. That's what your completed chart would look like. And again, you should be using a calculator or put it into Google or just a search on your computer because it will show you what to do. So again, if I put in here 3 divided by 5, it gives me a 0.6. Okay, that's what you can do. It's not cheating to use a calculator in this instance because it's faster. It's faster. And if we keep going, waiting for it to load. Okay, when we are prioritizing assignments, you want to think about the ones that are graded and worth the most points. Your teachers have priority lists on the board and in Google Classroom about these things. Some assignments may be quicker and easier, but your chances to improve your overall grade increase with higher points assignments. So let's look at this. Okay, we looked at this together in class. This is an example. We've got something worth 28 points, 25, 2, 15, 9, 10, 5, 2. I'm not going to read it to you because I read it to you in class this week. But again, I'm looking at that Cool It packet for science. Yeah, it might take you 50 minutes, but I'm sure it was started in class. But 28 points is a lot of points, so that's where I would start. Then followed by our essay for ELA. Then I'm going down to revising that math checkpoint for 15 points. Then the Babylonian notes for social studies, and so on, to make a priority list. Again, go for the ones with the most points. And if you're stuck, ask questions, not just like, I can't do this, I don't know what to do. Be specific, reread the directions, ask your teachers. We are here to help you because we love you and want you to be successful. School is supposed to be hard. If you are stuck, figure out where you're stuck and ask for help. You've got this. I cannot wait to see all of your beautiful